You know how sometimes you come across certain words or a phrase, and they inspire you for a minute, but then they just fade away? Well, what if I told you there are some ideas that do more than that? Words that can actually provide a complete foundation for how you live your life. Today, we're going to dive into one of those powerful frameworks.
Take a look at these three phrases. They come to us from the incredible vision of the poet-philosopher Allama Iqbal, and together they form this profound triad: unshakable faith, consistent action, and a love that conquers the world. Pretty powerful stuff, right?
And this is really the whole point. These aren't just poetic ideals you're supposed to admire from afar. No, they're meant to be anchors. Think of them like a complete operating system for your spiritual development, for your personal growth, and for how you show up in the world. Now, we've got to give credit where it's due. The way this wisdom has been structured and brought together for us today comes directly from the work of a seeker named Mir Ali Shah, and it was shared through the Inner Horizon podcast, so we're just incredibly lucky to be able to explore these insights together. So, let's start at the very beginning, with the absolute foundation of it all, Yaqeen-e-Muhkam, or unshakable faith. This is the root, and believe me, everything else grows from here.
So what do we really mean by yaqeen? It's so important to get this right. This isn't just a casual intellectual belief. It's an experiential certainty. It's a kind of deep knowing that settles right down into your heart, and it gives you this incredible inner stability, no matter what kind of chaos is swirling around you on the outside.
And here's the thing. This certainty isn't static. It actually deepens in stages. The great scholar Imam Ghazali laid it out for us. It starts with ilm, the knowledge of certainty. That's like reading in a book that fire is hot. Then comes ayn, the vision of certainty, where you actually see the fire. And finally, you reach haqq, the truth of certainty. That's when you feel its heat. It's a journey from just having information to truly embodying the truth.
And this is the beautiful outcome of that journey. Once that deep, real, embodied faith truly enters your heart, there's just no room left for doubt. It can't survive in the same space. All you're left with is this profound trust and clarity.
Okay, so we have this solid foundation of faith, but how does that translate into real life? Well, that's where we step onto the path of its expression, Amal-e-Paiham, or consistent action.
If your faith is the foundation, then consistent action is the bridge that you build. It connects what you believe on the inside to real, tangible transformation in your life. And we're not talking about these sporadic, heroic bursts of energy. Paiham means something steady, a rhythm, a persistence, a commitment that goes way beyond just fleeting motivation.
This idea is captured so perfectly in this prophetic teaching. It's not about the size of what you do, it's about the consistency. Small, steady deeds are valued so much more than these grand gestures that you can't keep up. There's just this immense power in daily, rhythmic practice.
So how do we actually put this into practice? Well, the framework suggests 3 really practical steps. First, build some non-negotiable routines, even if they're tiny. Second, rely on those systems, not on whether you feel motivated on any given day. And third, and this is so important, always anchor your actions to your intention. Always ask, why am I doing this? Okay, so we have the foundation of faith, and we have the path of action. But where does it all lead? What's the ultimate goal here? This brings us to the third, and you could say the culminating pillar, Muhabbat-e-Fateh-e-Aalam, or world-conquering love.
Let's be super clear here. We're not talking about romantic love. Muhabba in this context is this huge, expansive, almost divine kind of love. It's a force that helps you see beyond your own ego, that lets you serve other people without expecting anything back. And it conquers the world, not with force or control, but through the sheer power of a compassionate presence.
Rumi, of course, just nails the essence of this. This kind of love is the ultimate connector. It dissolves that illusion of separation between you and other people, between you and the world, between you and the divine. It truly is the bridge to everything. So how in the world do we cultivate this? Well, the practice is actually beautifully simple, but really profound. First, serve others without needing any credit for it. Second, in all your interactions, seek ihsan, which means excellence and beauty. And third, consistently and actively cultivate gratitude for everything you have.
So now we have our 3 pillars, but the real magic happens when you see them not as separate ideas, but as a fully integrated way of living, that complete operating system for your inner world that we mentioned earlier.
And just look at how they flow into one another. Your unshakable faith, your yaqeen, gives you grounding. It's the solid place you stand. Your consistent action, your amal, gives you direction.
It gets you moving down the path. And finally, that expansive love, your Muhabbat, that gives the entire journey its ultimate purpose and meaning. Each one enables the next.
And this comparison makes it so clear why you need all three. Without that deep faith, your actions are probably just anxious and fearful. Without action, your faith is just a passive, theoretical idea. And without love, well, both your faith and your actions can become dry, rigid, maybe even ego-driven. The whole goal is to integrate them, to have grounded action, embodied faith, and a truly transformative presence.
So why does this matter so much right now? Well, in our modern world, which is so often defined by uncertainty, burnout, and just a feeling of being pulled in a million directions, this timeless framework offers a really powerful, really relevant path back to wholeness. It's a way to find your center again. And let's end on this gentle reminder. The journey this framework is describing, it's not about achieving some impossible standard of perfection, so you can let that pressure go. It is simply and profoundly about becoming aligned. Aligning your heart, your hands, and your purpose.
So as we close out this explainer, the only question that's really left is a personal one for you. With these three principles in mind, unshakable faith, consistent action, and expansive love, how will you find your alignment?